Hey Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to Pisces season 2026, where I feel like you are thinking up a master plan. With the Seven of Cups on the bottom of the deck, I feel like there is lots of wondering, dreaming, visualizing, wishing, hoping. There's lots of curiosity at hand, which may also be confusion or frustration, a need to really evaluate your shadow side, that raw, uncut, unfiltered version of you, the version of you you'd rather other people not see. You need to make sure you're acquainted with that aspect of yourself in Pisces season 2026. You need to make sure that you are acquainted and knowledgeable and clear about what it is you're dreaming about. I also feel like some of you are starting to realize you have many talents and skills and gifts. What does making it look like? What kind of success do you want? We have a lot to talk about. Go grab your shit. Come on. Hey Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's up? It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Pisces season 2026. Hydrate, light it if you need it. You probably do. So, I feel like I'm going to show you a little bit on the underneath the bottom of the deck, because I love you. That's normally reserved for the Patreon plunge, but hey. I feel like you guys are dreaming up the end of the cycle, what the new cycle looks like. There's some sort of like, what do you want to accomplish? What do you want to experience? Dreaming up traveling, moving, exploration, understanding that you are safe, understanding that you are protected, understanding that I feel like what may be perceived as confusion is actually excitement. Is like there's a lot going on about like you have the opportunity, you have opportunities available to you, you're realizing your goals. Some of you are achieving your heart's desires. Some of you are really like dreaming up like what is your heart's desires. Some of you are seeing your dreams come true. Some of you are seeing into the future, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I feel like a Pisces season, with that Mars Pluto conjunction in Aquarius season, and now during Pisces season, I feel like there's some big aha moment around like what your dream is, what the light at the end of the tunnel is. Some of you are seeing through the tunnel and seeing the light, seeing the accomplishment. Some of you, there is hard work that is paying off. Some of you are realizing what the hard work is about to be. I feel like you're in a place of contributing and healing and like feeling fulfilled, or figuring out what fulfillment actually looks like to you. Either way, I feel like you need to be in a place of expressing gratitude for what you've created, and be in a place of curiosity about what it is you believe you're capable of experiencing. What is it that you're capable of accomplishing or creating for yourself? Pisces is the season of I believe, and Pisces is all things spirit realm, all things behind the veil. It's illusions, reality, delusions, fantasy. What is the fantasy that you want to bring into form? I'm ready to dive in, clear out any funky ass energy. Welcome in my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Pisces season 2026. With this Seven of Cups, I just lastly want to say there is a changing of a cycle when it comes to your emotions, your intuition, your creativity. There may be a change with involving someone with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements. If you have water or air placements in your sign, I feel like it's an important season for you to be visualizing, dreaming, conceptualizing, really understanding that you can become whatever it is that you dream of. But I also want you to be really careful with numbing. Drinking too much, smoking too much, too many video games, going to the gym too much, reading too much. Like escapism comes in many forms. So you got to be really careful about escapism and addiction, or addictive, habits or vices, things like that in Pisces season 2026. So that could be themes that you guys are dealing with or talking about. Nice. Pisces season 2026 wants to usher in a new cycle in the realm of the mind. But with the Four of Swords here, that makes me think of the Three of Swords, the heart with the three swords piercing it. I feel like you have done your part to extract the data from that darkness, to transmute that pain into power. You have gotten the information that you needed from the wounds. And now it's time, like you're processing them, you're understanding how that data, that information are tools, important tools of creation for you. I feel like in Pisces season, the season of I believe, you need to get in a place of reverence, solving for peace. Really getting clear about who is the God of your understanding and how do you interact with them, what's going on with faith, what's going on with religion, what's going on with your spirituality, what's going on with spiritual practices, what's going on with your mental health habits. Get that really, really clear up front in Pisces season 2026. I'm glad you're getting this reading on time when you're supposed to be getting it at the beginning of Pisces season. I feel like your relationship to your spiritual practice needs to be evaluated. If it's not, like those of you who are like an atheist or agnostic or something of that nature, I feel like start with silence. Your relationship to silence, your relationship to meditation is really important. So let yourself explore those themes. There also may be some sort of like recovery that is solidified, or a peace that is found in regards to somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements. But I do feel like some of you are like questioning spirituality a lot, and you need to get quiet and see what songs are playing on your radio, what thoughts are streaming through your head. You need to be acquainting yourself with your shadow, your spirit, and your conscious mind. I feel like Pisces season is going to bring up religion or religious deconstruction. It's going to bring up faith. It's going to bring up what do you believe in. And I feel like silence is going to help you answer those questions more efficiently. You getting more routine or consistent around mental health or spiritual practices puts you in a position where you really tap into your shadow energy. That shadow here, for you, it's Taurus energy, because Taurus is your opposite. And Taurus is the sign of I have. The Empress is all about nurturance and nature and like Gaia energy. And I feel like there's something about like birth or babies, being rejuvenated by being in nature, you being called to find a deeper connection to your divine feminine energy. You really need to be taking care of yourself, really leaning into beauty, into pampering yourself, spa days, or creating sacred space for yourself, getting really in touch with your senses, go eat well, get a massage, have good sex, spend quality time with yourself and your loved ones. I feel like some of you are coming to a peaceful conclusion or a peaceful phase in your relationship with your mother, or how you feel about motherhood, or how you mothered, or something of that nature. I feel like you're finding new ways to express yourself, tapping deeper into arts. You need to be planning trips, traveling. I also feel like some of you will recover more efficiently and effectively and holistically if you surround yourself by beauty. Be in nature. You have what you need to be comfortable. And so now is the time that you can bring creative ideas to life and nurture your dreams and support their growth and all of that stuff, because Pisces season is going to show you like your mind is right. Like you're better off than you thought that you were. I feel like you're making more money or about to be making more money, or this could be something about, marriage, commitment, devotion, family, pregnancy, success in a business. For those of you that are single, I feel like real love wants to come in. Someone who really wants to stay and keep you wants to come in. So do your part to really take care of yourself and take care of your your exterior look. Treat yourself, be in a really good place mentally, be about yourself, be about you. Whole love wants to come in, so be yourself, so you attract from a place of authenticity. Those of you that are in a committed relationship, I feel like your love is about to deepen. This person really loves you. This person really desires you. You may be on a pedestal of sorts. I feel like your love connection, your intimacy is getting better. The sex is getting better. The sex is getting deeper. It's good. I feel like regardless of your relationship status, please use Pisces season to fall deeper in love with yourself, flaws and all. You know, love all your curves, love all of your body, love every hair follicle, every part of yourself. I do feel like there is something here with like synthesis, and collaboration with the number 3 here. Things coming together, it's like 2 things coming together to make a third. This could be conception, this could be pregnancy, the merging of the masculine and feminine aspects within yourself. Some of you are really focusing on that, and continue to do so because it will free your mind. Free your mind. Pisces season 2026, that's what it wants to do, is to free you, to get you out of like a mental self-imposed mental prison, to break you out of mental loops, to get you out of old thought processes, old ways of making decisions. Pisces season 2023 wants you leading with your spirit, not leading with logic. I feel like it's coming to set your mind free. And it sets your mind free by tapping into your spirit, and by you collaborating and tapping into your spirit and getting really clear about what's going on with your capacity for faith, hope. What do you believe in? Anyway, there could be just some hold up or some clearing out of a mind or clearing out of the heart when it comes to someone with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Taurus placements. Leo placements too, you know, with strength reversed. I feel like Pisces season is going to expose weakness. It's going to ask you to go deeper. It's going to ask you to face your fears. It's going to have you evaluate, where are you too forceful or too passive in your life. It's asking you to check in with your body. It's asking you to check in health-wise, to give yourself rest and relaxation. Pisces energy can be very lazy, and so there could be lots of self-indulgence. There could be gaining weight. There could be just a need for you to rest, take it easy, but find the balance between being healthy and taking care of yourself, but also giving yourself more rest than you usually do. With the strength reverse, you may be in a bind or have like a mental holdup with somebody with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, or Leo placements. There could be also themes about the father. This is the mother and the father coming out. So there could be a freedom from some sort of like parental wound or family wound that's been going on. I also feel like in Pisces season, strength reverse can show you, your father, that Leo, someone around you, may be really prone to explosive behavior or lashing out or being overly assertive or being aggressive. So this is your sign to chill, so you don't, check yourself before you wreck yourself. You don't want to do some shit that you regret. Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising, so you need to really tap into emotional regulation. The deeper we get into Pisces season, the closer that we get to spring equinox, you need to really make sure that you are tapping into just that emotional regulation, and your capacity to regulate your emotions is really, really important. There may be stuff around like feeling like you have low energy. That's just the season. You may be thinking, oh, what's wrong with me? I need to get a doctor, check my heart or whatever. And if you already have a heart condition, or if your father has a heart condition or something like that, then yeah, absolutely, they need to get shit checked out. But I feel like for you guys, like, you just need to know that Pisces season is going to feel more intense, which may just feel heavier, and it may have you experiencing a lot of raw emotion or issues with vanity or hedonism or courage or lacking courage or being too bold or kind of movement for the sake of movement. Your relationship to control is being evaluated. You guys know I'm a firm believer that all you can control is what you voluntarily put into your body, whether you react or respond, and what you do about your intentions. Everything else is outside of your jurisdiction. And so I feel like for some of you, you're starting to realize control is an illusion. Your concept of control has been an illusion. And so right now, Pisces season, this just feels like really stepping up with your health. I'm letting you know now, you will be having, some of you will be having like low energy levels, and this is like a time to appreciate the slower pace of life, not to get paranoid and think that something is wrong with you. I just feel like, hey, be aware of your energy levels and be aware of your energetic budget. And I feel like some of you, with the Lovers coming out, this is like, bruh, you're like maybe becoming more comfortable in a relationship. There may be a new relationship, a new take on an old relationship, really healthy, beautiful conversations that you're having with loved ones. I feel like there are a lot of choices that are needing to be made. What's going on with your relationship to sacrifice? You know, some of you are in love, some of you are in a relationship, and how has this love benefited you? You know, how is the relationship or the love changing your life? Spend a little bit more time thinking about that. Are you honoring your love? Are you honoring your choices? Are there sacrifices to make? Is there some kind of choice or sacrifice that's needed in order to progress? What choices are important to you right now? Is your love life heating up? Some of you are figuring out where you stand. I wanted to say fucking around and figuring out where you stand. Because some of you may be struggling with your values or temptation or things of that nature. There could just be like a really strong female figure in your life that's really making you question your relationship to your femininity and your relationship to your masculinity, your relationship to weakness and strength. You know, some part of your life may need to be sacrificed to make room for new love, for those of you who are single. Or some of you, there could be sacrifices in your relationship that are being made. And whatever choice you make will have long-lasting effects and ramifications. So please trust and believe that. With the Lovers out, this may involve somebody with Gemini, Virgo, or Libra. I meant to say Leo placements, but maybe Libra. I feel like there is a decision about an existing relationship or a temptation or a matter of the heart, a choice of the heart. There are really powerful conversations that need to be had in Pisces season or are going to be had. You know, the Lovers are not limited to erotic or romantic love. So this could be about a decision or a choice in regards to friendship. I just feel like in some sort of way, Pisces season 2026 wants you to understand that that your relationship to yourself, your relationship to the God of your understanding, that's the first marriage. That's the first connection. You always maintain that, and you will attract people that are in awe of you and stay in awe of you. Some of you are getting really, really balanced when it comes to being in your feminine energy and being in your masculine energy and weaving in between the two. But I do feel like with the Lovers coming out, this card encompasses the experience of like merging with a larger consciousness through ideas or spirituality or interpersonal love. It's the experience of the merging of the masculine and the feminine, which is God, which is agape love, God-like love. I feel like there's a lot about harmony and integration and passivity. Some of you are being humbled by a loving experience and need to allow yourself to be more passive in a sense of like getting out of your own way so that you can receive love. Some of you are experiencing a deep connection, a deep passion, that kind of other half sensation. But I also feel like there's a lot of room for powerful individualistic love and powerful individuality. Some of you are feeling more enlightened, feeling more communicative and intuitively nurtured, intellectually nurtured, feeling more emotionally fulfilled. And I feel like you're seeking yourself through passions and seeking your true self through well thought out choices. So don't be afraid to try new things, to establish bonds, to deepen love, to, you know, be sexual with yourself and with the people that you love or feel really deeply connected to. There could just be those of you who are in a committed relationship, I feel like your love life is about to heat back up or spice things are about to spice back up in some sort of way. I feel like you guys are going to be experiencing desire and attraction and making love and, you know, opening up to one another. But also you're establishing personal beliefs. A lot of you are, you know, questioning your opinions. Some of you are really figuring out where you stand in Pisces season. What staying true to yourself means, what philosophies you live by, you know, you're figuring out what your standards are, you're making up your mind, or you're determining your values. You know, I also feel like some of you are maybe struggling with temptation in some sort of sense. That doesn't have to be like cheating, but just temptation in general. That's why there may be something around vices that we talked about earlier. So there could be something about struggling with temptation, or figuring out what's wrong or right for you, choosing between what's wrong or right, feeling an ethical or a moral kind of choice, and refusing to let the ends justify the means. You need to figure out what it is you care about. Some of you have fucked around and figured out what you really care about, and that's going to shift and be embodied. It's like figuring out what you care about and what you value, what you stand 10 toes down on, versus embodying those values. And once you embody your values, you break yourself free. You know, and that's what I feel like Aquarius season, Mars and Pluto and Aquarius, their conjunction, Mars's time in Aquarius, Pluto's time in Aquarius has all been about, for you, getting yourself mentally free, intellectually free, removing the old programming so the new programming can settle in. Be sure to check out the Pisces season astrology video that has all the important astrological transits and dates that you need to know about it. I'm actually ready to clarify all these cards over on Patreon with my ethical cult. We're going to dive in for however extra long and clarify each card's, dig into the story and what's going on. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. There's all kinds of astrological content and a tier for daily readings as well. So the link is in the description box below. Check that shit out. For those of you that are dealing with somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements, I feel like the issue is around worth and values. Are our values aligned? Are our trajectories aligned? Are we going in the same direction? That person with, some of you are like really set or sure about your partner and who you want to build with, who you want to, who you want to collaborate with, merge with, who you want to love, who you want to marry, who you want to impregnate or be with, or, you know, procreate with, not impregnate. But I just feel like who you want to build business with, who you want to make money with, all of that stuff. Like some of you are really, really sure about that in another person. And like some of you finally just got really rock solid about your future, what your particular Empress mode looks like. And so I feel like there's a lot of mental back and forth that's stopping because there's a lot of surety that's coming in about yourself, about what you're worth, what you're capable of. And so I feel like you're getting free, and now it's just like an energy thing. And so I still don't feel like you should be starting anything huge and brand new until spring. So don't be shitting on yourself because you're not sticking to your like New Year's resolutions right now. Pisces season is not the season for that shit. Those of you who also, like I said, are dealing with somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements, I feel like their mind is very much so caught up. They're still trying to fight to get free of something. So I feel like whoever you're dealing with, there's just a lot about patience and extending grace. That Leo in your life or that father figure in your life, there could be just like a weakness or a low energy there. There could just be something about a need for a healthy, loving conversation. Those of you who are dealing with Leos, Geminis, or Virgos, I feel like this is an ego thing, that there's a lot of ego or control that's involved here. And in order to have harmony, both people have to be on the same page about like progress and progression. So if like you can't be the only one fighting to get this person better or to improve this relationship. So it's like 1 + 1 = 2. Those of you who are single, like I said, I do feel like there's someone or a new connection or a new level or new standard that's being set at minimum. Those of you that are in a committed relationship, I just feel like there's lots of like intimacy that's coming up. Pisces season is going to bring in the opportunity for things to get more intimate, more like more raw, more deep, raw emotions, tears, honesty, authenticity. I just feel like Scorpio 2020, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising in Pisces season 2026, you may feel a little out of control, or you may be feeling very raw, or confidence issues may be coming up, competence issues may be coming up. The advice is to talk about it. Do not repress anything. Talk about it, because talking about it and communicating effectively, even if that communication with is just with yourself, is going to free you. I hope to see you over on Patreon. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. Check that box below. Come on, let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.